Hi, my name is Leah Barry, and today I'm going to show you how to make a simple picture frame like the one I have in my hands. These frames are really cost effective, easy to make, and they take almost no time. Anyone of any age can make them, and it doesn't matter how artistic you are or how artistic you aren't. I actually got this frame for all under $10, and it took me less than 5 minutes to make, as you'll see in the video. And you can personalize them any way you like, which is really nice, and you can put them anywhere you like or put whatever photos you want on them. So these make great gifts for friends or just a craft to do on the weekends when it's a rainy day. I really hope you enjoy this video, and the next step I'm going to tell you what materials you need to get. The first thing you need to do in making this picture frame is gather your materials. All the materials for this project are very easy to find, and they're very easy to make if you don't have them. The first thing you're going to need in general is a photo frame, and I got this from the thrift shop for 50 cents, if that tells you anything. So this experiment overall, if that's what you want to call it, some people might call it an experiment, is really cost effective and it's really simple to make. I started off by painting my frame, but it's all up to you. You really don't have to. This was originally wood, and you can leave it wood if you want. I just left it so in case you wanted to see like what it might look like if you had a wood frame and used it, but I like to paint mine. And for this, to get this paint effect, I used a white base coat, and I took a sponge and just got a little bit of the green paint on the sponge and just kind of patted it on there really softly. So if you're looking for something like that, then you can use that method and see how it works for you using any color you'd like. But the frame is basically the most important part, and it's very easy to find. You can find them at a thrift store, Michael's, Walmart, or you might have an old one laying around, which is even better. They can also be any size. I just got a small one for purposes, and I'll probably end up putting this on my dresser or somewhere in the living room if I put family pictures on it. So it's just really up to you. The next thing you're going to need is twine and scissors. I would suggest getting a non-elastic type of string. As you can see, this one just stays because you don't want it sagging too much where your photos are going to hang over one another. And this is also really cost effective. I got this for $1 at Dollar Tree. The most important thing next to the frame that you'll need is a hot glue gun. And you can use a staple gun too if it was going to be wood, but if you have a plastic frame or a metal frame, and I still suggest using hot glue with a wood frame also, but just if you had a staple gun instead of this, that would work also. And you just use this to hold the string on so you can clip your photos without it falling. The hot glue is surprisingly strong, and since it's on the back, you can add pretty big amounts of it to make sure the string is held in place. The last thing you're going to need are pictures, and I just have some Polaroid pictures that I already took a while ago, and clips. So you just want to have, you don't have to clip them before, but I did just for purposes of showing you. And I got little clips, and these look nicer with smaller frames, but if you get a big one, you can get regular clothespins or any kind of clasp that will hold your photo onto the string. It's really up to you. The first thing that you're going to do is take your string and measure it, the length of the frame, and I like to clip it exactly where it would be. So what I did for these is I just measured the top and cut here, and then I did 2 strings just depending on the size. For the first string, I actually, as you can see here, I did it in the first like 1/4 of the whole entire picture frame area, because after you clip the photos on, it's going to hang down a lot longer than you would think. So what I like to do is take the size photo I'm going to use and hold it up just to see where I should put the next string. And that's all how you like it. You can overlap them, but I like to have a little space in between just so it's not like too unorganized and too heavy. So after you put the top string on, you're going to want to put the bottom string on, and like I said, you're going to want to do it probably under where you would see the first photo lay. So you can do this. I did it probably in the bottom third of the frame, and there you have the strings. And to apply them, I use the hot glue gun, and I put probably a penny-sized dollop of the glue on, set the string in it, and then I use the tip just to add a little bit more and cover over top, so that from here you can see it's really sturdy even when I'm pulling at it, and it holds the pictures pretty well. When you add the string, you want to make sure there's a little bit of slack just so it's not too tight, and like if the picture is too heavy it doesn't snap any type of the glue off just because of the pressure. So for your final step, the most easy step and probably the most satisfying, you're just gonna want to clip your photos on. I like to arrange them just kind of wildly around, and I think it looks good any way you really do it, but just clip some photos on, and it doesn't matter the size, like I said. Oh, that one accidentally fell. But then you're basically done your frame, and it usually looks pretty nice depending on how you do it, how cleanly you do it, but it's all, like I said, it's all whatever you would like to do. It's pretty subjective, and you can choose how to personalize it or make it. But this is the final product, and I really hope you enjoyed the process. Like I said, it's really easy. I spent less than $10 on it, and I made this in less than 5 minutes, aside from the paint drying, but that's all a subjective thing, whatever you'd like to do with it. And I hope you enjoyed watching. Overall, this picture frame is an enjoyable craft to make, and it's a great gift for anyone. I hope you enjoyed the process, and I hope you enjoyed watching the video, and maybe you'll be motivated enough to make your own picture frame, and I really encourage it because it's really easy and fun. But thank you for watching.